Well, good morning, everybody. 9:30 on Monday. I have our candle here. I'm just going to light it. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with our little prayer, as always. My candle burned out, so we will try that again. All right, you know what? There we go. All right, so we are going to connect to our guides. You can listen along. You can repeat out loud or in your mind or not at all. And just listen. I asked to connect to my guides. And I ask my guides to please connect to the guides of all those who are present with me. And I ask for their guides to connect back to mine so that we can have the clearest messages today. Thank you. And for those of you who have heard my spiritual hygiene prayer, I've changed it a little bit. I've been guided, I guess, to change it. So I'm going to do that right now as well. I'm feeling a little bit scattered. I think I had too much coffee and not enough breakfast. So I'm just trying to center myself here. So, oh, that's better. Okay. So we're going to do our spiritual hygiene. So again, repeat out loud in your mind or just listen. I ask for the violet flame to please purify my being of all energy that does not contribute to my highest well-being. And if you can, put your feet on the floor and just imagine that you are touching Mother Earth and that you are grounding. That feels better. Okay. Sometimes it goes like that. I had a lot of energy coursing through me this morning. I had a lot of messages coming through, a lot of energy and not enough to eat. So I know that when there's some nice important well, they're all important, but a lot of messages coming through that I need to eat more to keep my energy up. So if you find that you get really hungry before you do certain tasks or before you see certain people, just trust your body and eat a little bit more if you need to. Sometimes we just need that little boost to support our body when our vibration is quite high. All right, so a lot of things. Okay, our flower essence this morning is eucalyptus. So eucalyptus, I'll read the flower first and then I'm going to talk about what came through. All right, so just listen along. I invite you to listen with your heart. Okay, so eucalyptus flower essence. A fortifying essence that strengthens the lungs, adrenals, and kidneys. It supports the expelling quality of the lungs. It is good for those who have suffered smoke inhalation. Eucalyptus can help us process grief. It also helps us renew our commitment to our life goals. Eucalyptus is an excellent flower essence for addressing burnout and overwork-induced lethargy or depression. So we ask to connect to eucalyptus, please, to assist us to keep our vibration high. Help us clear out any impurities that we may have inhaled, any lower vibrations. And please help us to process any grief that we may feel, because we know that our lungs serve as inspiration, not only inspiring oxygen, but also inspiring messages from our spirit guides, our higher self, from the universe. It's also where our grief and our sadness lies. So when we have strong, healthy lungs, it helps us to really process all of these emotions that may be difficult to deal with. Thank you. Okay, so this morning, I was rinsing out my coffee cup from yesterday, and all around the bottom of the coffee cup, it was still a little bit liquidy. And in the middle, there was one perfect little circle of dried coffee. So I rinsed it out. And of course, the little circle stayed in the center of my coffee cup. And I heard the message, stay present, stay centered. And I know it seems kind of silly to get messages this way, but there are always messages this way if you listen. This is how I stay present, I guess, how I get my messages from different sources when you feel like you're not sure who's talking or how to talk to source or spirit or your higher self. These little ways are great. So something as simple as looking in the bottom of your coffee cup to see what's there, what shape it is, or what happens. It was like rinsing away all the wet, murky, leftover coffee from yesterday. It was still wet, but in the center, it was dry. It was like it was a permanent little piece in the center, which, of course, is a beautiful metaphor for us staying centered. When everything around us is kind of swampy and leftover, there's always that part in the middle that stays focused and strong. I also wanted to talk a bit about commitment to life. So eucalyptus can help us renew our life goals. On the weekend, I was walking with my husband, and I asked him for permission, of course, to share this with you, and he said yes. But I was thinking, I don't really know what my commitment to life is, and I know that sounds maybe odd since I relay spirit messages here. But for those who know me well, and maybe you don't know, I have anxiety and I've suffered with depression pretty much my whole life. And this can really detract from your commitment to life when you aren't sure why you're here, what your goals are, what your mission in this life is, what your purpose is. I have a pretty strong sense of purpose and mission. And part of that, I think, is to talk about this and to share this with you. But I'm not really sure what my commitment to my life is sometimes. So yes, I have children and family, and I guess the qualities that depression can bring to your life. Sometimes it's like even these beautiful little people in your life are... You become a mother and you provide and you mother them, and I think I'm a pretty good mom most of the time. But commitment to my own life sometimes wavers. So I'm just going to connect to eucalyptus to help me really refresh my life goals, I guess. And so I asked my husband, we were walking around our block, I said, what makes you committed to this lifetime? Like, what makes you really committed to your life? And he gave me an answer that actually brought tears to my eyes. I almost cried. It was so beautiful. He said he feels a sense of entitlement to the good things in life. And he kind of laughed. And yeah, he expects good things in his life. And he expects to get them. And he knows that he deserves good things. He said he wants to see what he can accomplish in this life. He knows he hasn't reached his full potential yet, but he's excited to see what else he can do. And he wants to contribute more to the community at some point, but right now he's having fun with his career and leisure things like golf, bodybuilding, eating well, just generally having fun in this life. And I do have fun at times, but I guess, okay, this isn't all about me. This is like my experience, but I'm sharing it in hopes that it will inspire you. But finding some new goals in this lifetime. What makes you really committed to this lifetime? Do you feel a great sense of purpose? If you don't, how are you going to go about finding maybe what your purpose is? How are you going to find those little messages around you when you are asking yourself questions in your mind, or asking the universe, or possibly cursing the universe as you are upset and wondering what animals are chittering beside you, what birds are singing, what colored car just drove by you, excuse me, or, anything like that. If you're wondering what your next steps are and a yellow car goes by, you could look up the meaning of the color yellow. As simple as that. You can find meaning that way if you're not sure how to commune with your spirits or, your higher self. These are ways that I find are really helpful for me. Of course, you can ask your friends and family the big questions like, what do you think your purpose is? Asking your kids is a great one too. Kids just think life is about having fun and just experiencing all there is that life has to offer. And I think that is truly like the purest form of experiencing life. I've also been asking my guides and the universe, a lovely friend, Erin, she taught me this, and it's been so helpful for me. When I remember, which is honestly probably most mornings, 5 out of 7 maybe, I ask for evidence of something. So often I'll ask for evidence of fun and grace in my life, and then see what the day has to bring me. And it just helps me stay present and aware of, of what I want and what's going on around me. It helps me to stay present and not get so caught up in the past or possibly my future, what I'm lacking. It helps me to see really what there is right now. Well, it seemed like there was a lot of messages, and I guess that is a lot of messages. It's quite deep. Perhaps there is more to be thought about than to be said at this point. I also have some lavender that is going to co-create with the eucalyptus today. So I'm going to burn this. See if you can smell it. I know that's a funny thing to say, but oftentimes we get a little whiff of perfume, or we can smell, often my distance clients can smell what I'm burning if I have Palo Santo or a bit of sage or lavender. Sometimes you get a little smell. And my personal beliefs are that when you smell a bit of perfume wafting by, or you get like a little smell that makes you feel a bit nostalgic even sometimes, you might get a bit of a floral smell. In the middle of nowhere, there's no flowers around, but you do smell that. Here's a little bit of mint and Palo Santo. I like to think that that's an ancestor for me. It's just letting me know that they're nearby and that we're always supported and connected. So here you are, take what you need. I know that the message has been imparted because this lights, and it never lights if I haven't shared what needs to be shared. So I think that is all for today. And I wish you truly the best. And I hope that you find evidence of support and compassion in your life. And you just notice those little moments where maybe someone put the grocery cart away for you, or let you go first down an aisle and smiles at you. Little things like that can be our connection to each other. Spirit letting us know that, hi Jen. Spirit letting us know that they are here and they are trying to get our attention, even in the tiniest, most beautiful ways. Well, Jen, you have come right at the end, my love. Yes, so I wish you the best day. And my book is open to yarrow, so perhaps you would like to look up a little bit of yarrow. You know what? Maybe I will just read the positive qualities right now. And whoever would like to also connect to yarrow, Oh, don't be sad. You can look it up after. Okay. Yarrow is white. Okay. Achillea millefolium. 1,000 blessings to you. Positive qualities. Luminous and strong auric field. Compassionate and inclusive sensitivity. Refined and flexible psychic forces. I swear I didn't read this before. It was just open. But yes, compassion is going to be a big one today. Be compassionate for others, people who are a little bit jerky, maybe. Do something nice for them by letting them go first, or just smiling at them, anything like that. When we give out, we can also receive. And also, you know, if you think about it, when you're not feeling well and you scowl at someone, or you maybe don't put, I don't know what's with grocery carts, but, oh, that's so cool. I've never seen yarrow in person. But yes, I lost my train of thought. But when you see someone who is maybe unhappy, there's always an underlying reason. If you think about why maybe you're unpleasant at the, I think I need to go get groceries, so that's what I'm thinking about. But at the store, you maybe don't smile or look at someone. There's usually an underlying reason. Perhaps your day isn't going quite as you were hoping, or you might have got some bad news. So please try to keep that in mind for those around you. Give them some extra compassion. And if you were the one scowling in the grocery, then try to notice happy people, little children who are helping their moms shop, anyone who's helping each other, anyone who's even by themselves and just wandering. Okay, well, I think that is it for today. So again, I recommend that you get the screensaver on your phone. So eucalyptus and yarrow, if you are so inclined. You can put both of them on your phone, one for your lock screen, one for your home screen or your computer. If you want to print a picture and you might have like a little frame in your kitchen or your office, you can print pictures and put them in there so that you can look at them and really connect to them. Feel their presence, and then just observe how your day is going. Okay, well, I love you all. I am excited to be sharing this message with you, and I hope your week ahead goes really great. Okay, have a good day. Bye.